that had people on their heels. They didn't know what he might do to them. And we did not have Putin invade
it's what he might do to us.
Megyn Kelly has always been a controversial figure in the media. She has been admired and criticized, from her bold statements to her sharp opinions. This time, it's not her political statements or social views, but her marriage and its fallout, and has brought her back into the spotlight. What happened? And why is Kelly's personal life so controversial? Watch until the end to find out the full story. But before we get into the juicy details, let's take a look back at Megyn Kelly and the journey that brought us to this story. Megyn Kelly, born November 18, 1970, in Champaign, Illinois, is the youngest child in a family that values education and tradition. Her father, Edward Kelly, is a professor at the State University of New York, and her mother, Linda, is a dedicated homemaker. She grew up with her brother Pete and sister Suzanne in a multicultural household. Her mother is of German and Italian descent, and her father is of Irish descent. Kelly's childhood was fraught with ups and downs. When she was 15, her father died suddenly of a heart attack. The loss left a deep emotional wound that motivated her to strive for more in life. Her mother later remarried, and the family expanded to include 2 half-siblings. Kelly lived in Syracuse, New York before her family moved to Delmar, a suburb of Albany, where she attended Bethlehem Central High School. During her high school years, Kelly stood out for her drive in academic excellence. After graduating from high school, she attended Syracuse University, graduating with a degree in political science in 1992. Not stopping there, she continued to Albany Law School and graduated with a Juris Doctor in 1995, ready to begin her legal career. A notable achievement in her young career, soon after, she joined Jones Day, one of the world's leading international law firms, where she worked for 9 years and worked on major clients such as Experian, building her reputation in the legal community. However, law was not the end of Kelly's career. With great ambition and excellent communication skills, she turned to the media industry and began an impressive journey in journalism and television, where she truly stepped into the spotlight and made a name for herself over the next several years. Although Megyn Kelly was on track to become a partner at Jones Day, she increasingly felt that the monotony and stress of legal work was no longer what she wanted. The pressure of long, demanding hours and complex cases gradually made her lose motivation. Determined to pursue a new direction, Kelly began to look at journalism, a field that was completely different from law, but also attracted her because of its dynamism and creativity. To make this leap, she decided to take a journalism class and do an internship at NBC News in Chicago. There, she learned how to structure a story, master interviewing skills, and work in front of the camera. Then, with the help of a friend, Kelly produced a sample video to demonstrate her ability as a reporter. Despite her limited experience, she confidently submitted her resume and applied to TV stations. In 2003, Kelly's big break came when she moved to Baltimore and took a freelance job at WJLA-TV, a major television station in Washington, D.C. While still working as a lawyer, she was not afraid to invest time and effort into this new job. At WJLA-TV, Kelly not only had her first experience of live reporting, but was also assigned to major news stories. One of the most important events she covered was the 2004 U.S. presidential election, a challenging experience that also helped her affirm her ability as a journalist. With her sharp wit and sharp thinking, Kelly gradually became prominent in her new role, and this move marked the beginning of her successful and famous media career in the years to come. Megyn Kelly was working at Fox News when her big break came in 2004. She sent her test tape to Kim Hume, then the Washington bureau chief of Fox News and wife of Brit Hume, a popular Fox anchor. The Humes were impressed with Kelly's confident, professional style. Roger Ailes, then CEO of Fox News, also saw the tape and quickly offered Kelly a job. She officially joined Fox News in 2004, starting the long and tumultuous journey. Kelly initially appeared on Fox's flagship news shows like Special Report with Brit Hume and The O'Reilly Factor, as a guest and occasional host. In 2006, she got her big break when she covered the Duke University lacrosse scandal, where white players were accused of assaulting a black woman at their party. Kelly was outspoken in raising questions about the allegations early on, sparking controversy. When the allegations were eventually dismissed, Kelly's reporting was seen as insightful, cementing her reputation as a reporter who was not afraid to confront public opinion, regardless of strong opposition. In 2000, Kelly co-hosted the morning show America's Newsroom with Bill Hemmer. This new role quickly elevated her to become one of Fox News' most prominent faces. Her professional style, calm demeanor, and ability to process information quickly attracted a wide audience. By 2010, Kelly was assigned to host America Live, a 2-hour afternoon news program that allowed her to demonstrate her independent hosting skills. In 2012, Kelly gained widespread attention when she hosted the live coverage of the U.S. presidential election with Bret Baier on America's Election HQ. A notable incident occurred when veteran Republican strategist Karl Rove asserted that Mitt Romney had won Ohio, despite the actual data. Not to be confused by the assertion, Kelly left the studio to go to the analysts and asked the experts directly if Ohio had gone to Barack Obama. This move demonstrated Kelly's strong and objective journalism, which earned her respect from audiences on both sides of the political aisle and impressed the public. In 2013, Kelly was assigned to host the primetime show, The Kelly File. She positioned the show as an independent news program, where Kelly maintained a neutral and forthright stance in her dialogue and analysis of the news. Unlike the opinion-heavy shows on Fox News, The Kelly File focuses on objective reporting and analysis, which has helped Kelly attract a large audience. She has received praise for her sharp interviewing style, which does not shy away from touching on sensitive issues. At the same time, Kelly's political stance has been more independent, as she has spoken out in support of gay rights and criticized former President George W. Bush's decision to invade Iraq. During her time at Fox News, Megyn Kelly not only took a hard line against the Obama administration, but also took strong stances on social issues. She was one of the first to criticize the social justice protests, which polarized the public. Kelly describes herself as a political outsider and is not afraid to take opposing views to the mainstream. This approach has kept audiences curious about her true stance, especially when she constantly challenges the traditional conservative views of Fox News. By the time of the 2016 presidential election, Megyn Kelly had become an indispensable face on the Fox News anchor team. She played a key role in the first Republican debate, where she served as a moderator. One of the most memorable moments was when Kelly bluntly questioned Donald Trump about his previous comments about women. Kelly's pointed questions made the debate one of the most high-profile events of the campaign, not only because of the quality of the information, but also because of the tension between her and Trump. Trump's attacks on Kelly after the debate were shocking and drew intense attention from both the media and the public, making her a central figure in the election. Although Kelly's career at Fox News has grown, it hasn't all been glamorous. In 2016, Fox News faced a major scandal when Chairman Roger Ailes resigned after being accused of sexual harassment by multiple women, including Kelly. Although Kelly has proven her credentials at Fox News, she has not been shy about revealing her experiences in her memoir, Settle for More. In the book, she shares details about the toxic environment and pressure she faced in the cable industry and speaks out about sexual harassment and power struggles within major media companies. In a conversation with Ellen DeGeneres on The Ellen Show, Kelly revealed that her confrontation with Trump made her reconsider her career path. Before joining Fox News, Kelly had no idea she would become a political anchor. However, the tension of primetime news and events like the Trump debate made her realize that she wanted to have a voice on social and political issues. Kelly recalled advice from Bill O'Reilly, who once told her that primetime cable is a snake pit, meaning it is a place full of pitfalls and unpredictable competition and manipulation. Although Kelly has faced many hardships and challenges in her career, she has still managed to become one of the most prominent and influential figures in the television industry. Her independent stance and her willingness to face difficult issues are what make her a symbol of strength and determination in the media industry. Following the confrontation with Trump's inflammatory tweets directed at her, she came to the realization that she did not wish to be in that poisonous environment any longer. All she wanted to do was report the news without getting involved in any controversy. In the end, she decided to leave Fox News at the beginning of January 2017, and not long after that, she was able to get a new daytime show with NBC called Megyn Kelly Today. As a journalist, she decided to take advantage of this new opportunity, which presented her with the possibility to start again and take on a career that was more authentic and in line with her goals and aspirations. Despite this, it didn't endure very long. Following her departure from Fox News, Megyn Kelly found herself in a precarious position due to a non-compete clause that prevented her from accepting any new positions until July 2017. Although it was not the most enjoyable circumstance, it did provide her with some time to reflect on what it was that she truly desired to achieve in the future. Obtaining an interview with Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia, was one of her first significant initiatives after leaving Fox. She started things off with a panel discussion at the St. Petersburg International Economic Forum, and then she followed it up with a one-on-one interview that was broadcast on June 4, 2017, for the launch of Sunday Night with Megyn Kelly. Talk about getting off to a good start. During the month of September 2017, she introduced her daytime talk program, which was called Megyn Kelly Today. At the time, she was allegedly earning between $15 million and $20 million annually at NBC. In the beginning, they intended to revive her news magazine program for the summer of 2018, but those plans were altered, and the relaunch never took place. She instead concentrated on covering stories for Dateline NBC, which had been her favorite show since the year 2017, when Kelly made some contentious comments regarding blackface during a program on Megyn Kelly Today. In October 2018, things were a little bit more complicated than they had been before. At the same time that she was reminiscing about her youth, she made the suggestion that it was okay as long as you were dressed up as a character. This was something that a lot of people found annoying. The criticism was severe, even though she quickly apologized. The decision to discontinue her program was made by NBC on October 26, just a few days later. On January 11, 2019, she formally left her position at NBC, despite the fact that there were rumors that she could have been considering taking a break in order to concentrate on reporting rather than anything else. She was fortunate enough to walk away with a cool $30 million to cover the remaining portion of her contract. In September 2020, Megyn Kelly made her comeback to the public eye by launching her media production firm, Devil May Care Media. This came after she had temporarily removed herself from the public eye. Among the features of this enterprise was The Megyn Kelly Show, a podcast that made its debut on September 28, 2020. Using the unique combination of honesty and intelligence that she is known for, she addressed a wide variety of subjects that struck a chord with the audience. An announcement that The Megyn Kelly Show will be relocating to SiriusXM was made in July of 2021, which caused the show to once again become a topic of discussion. For the first time on September 7, 2021, it was broadcast on the Triumph Talk radio channel on weekdays at noon Eastern Time (ET), and it was accompanied by a video simulcast. Kelly was able to reach a larger audience while still retaining her entertaining and thought-provoking approach as a result of this change, which represented a huge stride in her career. Kelly made a veiled reference to the fact that she needed to become a member of SAG-AFTRA to participate in a top-secret project at the beginning of the year 2020. It was announced on November 30, 2020, that she would be appearing in the animated comedy series Mr. Rest, Urchum, which would be produced by Daily Wire, and will have its premiere at the beginning of 2024. She would also be starring with Danny Trejo, Roseanne Barr, and Adam Carolla. Megyn Kelly continues to establish herself as a prominent figure in the media industry as she moves into a new direction in her career. After a long career with Fox News, Kelly has been able to reach a wider audience and provide them with a fresh perspective while maintaining her entertaining and thought-provoking style. This move not only opens up new opportunities for her, but also marks a major step forward in building her personal image. Kelly has demonstrated her versatility in branding herself as a political anchor while also venturing into other areas such as entertainment. In early 2020, Megyn Kelly hinted at a major project she is preparing to take on. Although details about the project remain tight-lipped, she has shared lightly that to participate in this project, she needs to become a member of SAG-AFTRA Soccer, Writers and Producers Guild of America, a move that shows her willingness to expand her career into the film and television industry, especially entertainment projects. On November 30th, 2023, Kelly officially confirmed her participation in an animated comedy series called Mr. Bircham, produced by Daily Wire. The series is expected to premiere in early 2024, opening up a new opportunity for her to participate in the entertainment industry. In Mr. Bircham, Megyn Kelly will star alongside a famous cast, including Danny Trejo, Roseanne Barr, and Adam Carolla. This is a promising project, not only because of the combination of famous stars, but also because of the uniqueness and difference of the animated comedy genre it brings. Kelly's involvement in this project is also a bold move as she begins to show a different side of herself beyond the serious image she has shown in her previous television work. Kelly's co-stars in this project, such as Danny Trejo, who is known for his strong action roles, and Roseanne Barr, a legend in the sitcom genre, will create an interesting combination and promise to bring a lot of laughter and emotions to the audience. Adam Carolla, who is known as a producer and host, will also contribute a lot to the success of the film. Even though Megyn's public career has been a roller coaster ride, full of unexpected career changes and conflicts, her private life has been just as chaotic. She has seen her fair share of highs and lows, including the dissolution of her first marriage and the difficulties of bringing up 3 children, all while juggling the demands of the media limelight with the responsibilities of being a mother and a loving wife. Kelly has been forthright about the challenges she faces in achieving a healthy balance between her professional and personal life, particularly in a field that thrives on stirring up controversy. On September 29, 2001, Megyn Kelly married Daniel Kendall, an anesthesiologist. This was Kelly's first marriage, and, at the time, she was still starting her career in journalism. The couple first met at a Chicago street fair, where they were struck by their natural connection and a close relationship developed. They quickly became a much-watched couple, with a love that seemed strong and promising. However, after nearly 5 years together, in 2006, Kelly and Kendall decided to separate amicably. The reason for the end of the relationship, as Kelly herself later shared, was mainly due to differences in their goals and lifestyles as they entered a new phase in their lives. Especially when they started thinking about starting a family, they realized that they no longer had common ground when it came to important decisions regarding their future. Kelly admits that she was not ready to take the next step in her relationship at that time. After her split from Kendall, Kelly's love life took a new and promising turn when she met Douglas Brunt, a novelist and former CEO of a cybersecurity company. Their relationship began in 2006 when they met through friends who began a fairly low-key affair. After only about 14 months of dating, they became engaged, and Kelly commented that the connection between her and Brunt was natural, almost a continuation of what she was looking for in a long-term, stable relationship. Brunt, with his calm demeanor and stable background in work and personal life, gave Kelly a sense of security and understanding that she had never felt in her previous relationship. Shortly after their engagement, Kelly and Brunt tied the knot in 2008 in a romantic wedding. Together they built a happy family and had 3 children, with Brunt being a devoted partner, supporting Kelly in both her career and personal life. Kelly said that she was originally perplexed by the sentiments that she did have for Brunt. He stood apart from the other people she had dated in the past, but he was not the sort to be flamboyant. On the contrary, he was a compassionate, intelligent, and self-assured individual who was never frightened by her powerful personality. Megyn Kelly was coping with the difficulties that come with being in the public spotlight, one of which was dealing with a stalker. Because of this, she had to have security guards accompany her everywhere she went, including on the initial rounds of dates she had with Douglas Brunt. Brunt playfully compared their situation to that of a pair of high school sophomores to the prom. They were accompanied by security detail members who were prepared for anything, but Brunt's primary objective was to concentrate on getting to know Kelly without any complications. Although it was an embarrassing and unforgettable event, their first kiss was made more difficult by the presence of her bodyguards. Kelly said that it could have been a little challenging for both of them, and that it seemed more like an awkward scenario than a loved one. She decided to take a leap of faith the next day and go back to Brunt's hotel without her guards for a private visit. She did this in the hopes of connecting with Brunt in a more relaxed manner, away from the watchful eyes of the other guests. It was a courageous act that showed both her desire for a genuine connection and the extraordinary conditions that they were navigating together at the time. Following the beginning of their relationship, Megyn Kelly and Douglas Brunt were confronted with the difficulties that come with being in a long-distance relationship, which can be challenging even for the most resilient of couples. After Brunt visited Kelly during the holiday season, things took a turn for the worse when the two of them found themselves in a fight. Brunt's situation became more serious on New Year's Eve, when she accidentally lost control of one of the leashes she was using to walk her dogs. As a result, their dog, Bailey, came dangerously close to being hit by a car. Even though the dog was not the primary focus of the argument, it served as a metaphor for the underlying tensions that they had been experiencing over their future together. The pair made the decision to end their relationship that night, but when dawn arrived, they sat down for a heart-to-heart. During that conversation, they swiftly discovered how much they cared for one another. This straightforward chat completely altered Brunt's life, and he ultimately made the decision to pop the question earlier than he had initially intended. In September 2007, he went out and purchased a costume ring, and then finally, when the time was perfect, he proposed to her. The relationship between Megyn Kelly and Douglas Brunt has grown stronger since their marriage in 2008, marking the milestone in Kelly's life. Their wedding took place on March 1, 2008, at Oheka Castle in Long Island, a venue known for its elegance and romantic beauty. It was a perfect event, reflecting the deep love and commitment between the two. The couple's friends and family witnessed this important moment as they officially became husband and wife, starting a new journey in life together. This event also marked the beginning of a happy and dynamic family, as Kelly and Brunt welcomed 3 wonderful children into their family: Edward Yates, Yardley Evans, and Thatcher Bray. They have created a warm family environment where their children can grow and develop in the love and care of both parents. Throughout Megyn Kelly's challenging and transformative career, Douglas Brunt has been a constant source of support. Brunt has not only been a wonderful husband, but also a devoted partner, standing by Kelly's side as she has faced challenges in her work and personal life. Although Kelly has faced many hardships, from moving from Fox News to NBC to career controversies, Brunt has always been there to support her through every obstacle. Kelly has often emphasized that it is the challenges they have overcome together that have strengthened their relationship. She shared that Brunt's companionship and understanding have created a strong foundation for their love. During a Serious Schism appearance to celebrate their 15th anniversary, Kelly shared that her partnership with Brunt is the most fulfilling aspect of her life. With their personal and family successes, Kelly credits this strong bond to building a full and fulfilling life. She made the observation that nothing in my life has been as fulfilling to me as that relationship. And she went on to say that the love she has for her children is a direct result of the solid foundation she established with Brunt. In addition to being Megyn Kelly's spouse, he is a gifted novelist who possesses a real spirit. He was born in Philadelphia on August 25, 1971, and he spent his childhood on the outskirts of the city. After completing his secondary education at Haverford School, he continued his education at Duke University for his undergraduate degree. After that, he attended Georgetown University to earn his Master of Business Administration degree. After receiving his degree, Brunt began his professional life by working for a money market organization. Subsequently, he secured a position as a consultant with Booz Allen Hamilton. Before becoming a famous novelist, Douglas Brunt had a tumultuous career in technology and investing. Before taking the position of chairman and CEO of Authentium, an internet security company, Brunt tried his hand at venture capital, where he gained valuable experience in managing and growing technology companies. Brunt worked at Authentium until 2011, when he decided to leave the corporate environment and sell the company to ComTouch. This was a major decision, marking a turning point in Brunt's career. Despite his success in the security field, Brunt felt it was time to change direction in life and turn to another passion. Selling Authentium not only brought him financial success, but also opened new doors in his career. During his time at Authentium, Brunt made a remarkable discovery about his passion for writing. Although he has always been creative, it wasn't until he left the world of tech and investing that Brunt realized that writing was what he truly wanted to pursue. The move was more than a career change. It was also a journey of self-discovery. After leaving his executive job at Authentium, Brunt began writing and soon realized that this was the path he was truly passionate about. Brunt began writing novels and found success with works like The Tourist 1000 The Evin, a spy novel. From there, writing became his main career, helping. Brunt built a reputation in the literary world. His love of writing not only expanded Brunt's influence in the book industry, but also showed the versatility of his career. Quitting his old job and starting to write helped Brunt find joy and fulfillment, while also opening up new opportunities in the creative field. The initial purpose of Brunt's jotting down of stories during his trips between New York and Florida was to provide him with a means of relaxation. Despite this, he found himself becoming more and more dissatisfied as he dealt with a dysfunctional board of directors and investors. As a result, he started to seriously examine writing as a potential alternative career path. During an emotional chat that took place when Brunt was out for a stroll in the park with Kelly and their kid, he revealed his frustrations with his work performance. Kelly saw that he had a short fuse and was unhappy, which prompted a conversation about the possibility of making a change. During that time, he was already working on the first draft of what would eventually become his debut novel. He was doing this not as a method to further his profession, but rather as a way to unwind while he was traveling. Brunt had a defining moment as a result of Kelly's encouragement, which she had received after reading that manuscript. Following the sale of the firm, Brunt proceeded to pursue writing as a full-time occupation. In the end, he was successful in securing a book contract and got an agent. His first non-fiction book, The Mysterious Case of Rudolf Diesel, was released in September 2010. Since then, he has authored 3 novels, one of which being Ghosts of Manhattan, which has been a bestseller on the New York Times bestseller list. In the year 2022, Douglas Brunt established his very own podcast called Dedicated with Doug Brunt. In this podcast, he engages in chats with best-selling writers while they are enjoying their preferred beverages. Before he had even written his first novel, when he was only a voracious reader and fantasized about having conversations with authors he respected, he was the source of inspiration for the show. After he had finished reading The Gold Coast by Nelson DeMille, he reflected on how amazing it would be to sit down with the author and have a casual chat with him, similar to how friends might share stories at a bar. This concept eventually developed into his podcast, in which he invites authors to join him for a drink and an interesting conversation before they both leave. Through the use of this format, listeners are provided with an opportunity to gain insight into the creative process as well as the personalities of the writers themselves. It is a laid-back and personable approach to literary talks, which makes the experience feel more like hanging out with friends than it does like you are being interviewed in a professional setting. As of the year 2024, Megyn is still working toward the goal of having her first marriage declared null and void. She never finished the annulment procedure with her first husband, with whom she is still on good terms, although she has been happily married to Doug for 16 years, and they have recently celebrated their anniversary. Because of her Catholic religion, which makes issues such as gaining absolution and confession more difficult, this circumstance is of utmost significance to her. What do you think about Megyn Kelly's marriage? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. We would love to hear from you. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more interesting updates. Thank you and see you in the next video.